You ever wonder why businesses are so obsessed with making you happy? It's not just about being polite. It's a really powerful strategy that turns simple satisfaction into long-term success. Today, we're going to break down that strategy, and it all starts with this huge disconnect between how companies think they're doing and what their customers actually think. Let's get into it.
Okay, so get this. According to a study from Help Scout, a whopping 80% of businesses believe they are providing excellent customer service, right? They look at their numbers, they chat with their teams, and they're pretty sure they're knocking it out of the park. But that's only their side of the story. Because when you flip the coin and ask the actual customers, the people spending the money, only 8% of them agree. I mean, that's not just a small gap. That is a canyon.
And that brings us to the real heart of the matter today. What on earth is causing this massive 72-point gap in perception? This is the kind of problem that can make or break a company, and figuring it out is the first step to actually fixing it.
So let's start by exploring what we can call the Great Satisfaction Divide. We need to get to the bottom of why companies and their customers are living in two totally different realities.
And the key to bridging this divide, well, it starts with getting your head around one fundamental rule. It's all about who gets to decide what good actually is.
Which leads us right here. It's about quality, but with a twist. It's quality that is defined by you, the customer.
And this quote just nails it. It doesn't matter one bit if a company thinks its product is perfectly engineered or that its service is flawless. See, quality isn't some internal report card. It's all about the customer's real-world experience. Does it solve their problem? Does it meet their needs? They are the only judge that matters.
Now, this whole way of thinking led to a huge shift in business called Total Quality Management, or TQM. And the key word here is obsession. It's this idea that every single part of a company, from the person designing the product to the person answering the phone, should be completely focused on one thing, meeting, or even better, exceeding what the customer expects.
Okay, so if the customer's feeling is the ultimate measure of success, how in the world do you measure a feeling? Well, businesses have gotten pretty creative at trying to put a number on happiness.
The most direct way is something you've seen a million times, the Customer Satisfaction Score, or CSAT. It's that classic question. On a scale of 1 to 5, how'd we do today? It's just a quick, simple pulse check to see how a customer is feeling right in that moment.
Next up is the Customer Effort Score, CES for short. This one hones in on how easy it was to get something done. Because let's be real, nothing tanks your satisfaction faster than having to jump through a bunch of hoops just to get a simple answer. The lower the effort, the happier the customer.
And finally, there's the big one, the Net Promoter Score, or NPS. This one asks the ultimate question. How likely are you to recommend us to a friend? See, this doesn't just measure your happiness today. It's trying to measure your loyalty tomorrow. A high NPS means you have fans who are willing to go out and sell your business for you.
So companies have all these scores and metrics to track happiness. But is that really enough? Is just measuring and reacting to these numbers the best way to build a strong, lasting business? Or is there a more proactive way to think about this?
And that question, it gets us to a really fundamental shift in business strategy. It's the move away from just thinking about a single transaction and toward building a long-term relationship.
Think about it like this. A transaction is like a vending machine. You put your money in, you get a soda out. The end. But a relationship, that's like your favorite local coffee shop. You know, the one where they know your name, they remember your order, and they actually seem to care if you come back tomorrow. The goal isn't just one sale, it's a customer for life.
And this whole philosophy, it has a name. Customer Relationship Management, or CRM. And the most important thing to get about CRM is that it's not just a piece of software. It's a complete business strategy. It grew right out of that total quality movement, and it's all about acquiring customers, but more importantly, retaining them to create value for everybody.
So, how does a company actually do CRM? How do they turn this philosophy into something real? Let's break down the modern CRM playbook.
It has to start at the top with strategic CRM. This is the big picture vision, the company's North Star. It's about creating a culture where every single decision, from the boardroom to the front desk, is made with the customer in mind.
Then you've got operational CRM. This is the front office, the engine room. It's all the systems and processes that manage the direct interactions with customers. You know, the sales calls, the marketing campaigns, the service tickets. It's about making every one of those touchpoints as smooth as possible.
Empowering it all from behind the scenes is analytical CRM.
This is the brains of the operation. This is about collecting and analyzing all that customer data to understand their behavior, to spot trends, and to figure out how to serve them even better. It's how that coffee shop remembers your order, but done at a massive scale.
So when you get all three of these things, the strategy, the operations, and the analytics working together in harmony, that's when the magic really happens. A business stops just measuring satisfaction and starts actively building loyalty. It's how they finally close that 72-point gap we started with.
And if you're wondering why businesses go through all this trouble, well, this number says it all. Keeping a customer you already have is 5 times more cost-effective than going out and finding a new one. Loyalty isn't just a warm, fuzzy feeling. It's a powerful economic engine.
Which leaves us with one final big question to chew on. As all this analytical CRM gets more and more powerful, companies know more about us than ever before. Our habits, our likes, maybe even our next move. So in this new world, what does a truly loyal relationship between a person and a company even look like? And where's the line between being helpful and just being intrusive? That's the big question for the future of business.